All right, guys. Hey, happy Tuesday. Thank you for joining me again. Apologies for all the throat clearing. I'm under the weather. So I'm going to try to run through this presentation with you guys as fast as possible, but we're still, giving you time to ask me any questions that you've got. It is just a little bit of a refresher from last week where we were working on, past couple of weeks, really, we've been working on branding and your logo and using Canva for listing presentations or really any sort of presentation for that matter. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I've been working on as promised. As I mentioned, today we are working on Canva presentations, all types. I want you to keep in mind, get creative with these as you work on these for your clients and for your business, that it can be not just listing presentations. We hear that often as realtors. Listing presentation. We hear that everywhere really, because that's our goal, is to get in front of the client and get an appointment. But we deal with other clients too. And I think it's really important not to leave them behind as far as information is concerned, and, give them the level of service that they deserve in working with you, whether they're listing, right? So sellers, or whether they're buyers. And here, this is really important because you might be working with a first-time home buyer and they truly have never gone through this process before. So who better, right, to have some sort of guide or presentation for them than their realtor? It's just going to, like I've been mentioning past few weeks, it's just going to elevate your level of service. It's going to elevate your brand. It's going to make people happy to work with you. And what happens when that happens? We get referrals. People love to work with those that they know, they like, and they trust. And they can only do that if they hear good things about you. And you'll get to some point, if you're not there yet in your business, where the people you're working with are friends of past clients, family members of past clients, those past clients themselves. So you want to continue to offer them really, top-notch service at every turn. And even if they're leasing, and I really mean that, because people who lease turn into buyers, they turn into first-time home buyers. So if you set yourself up with these sorts of guides or presentations, whatever you want to call it, or however you would like to present it to your client, it's just going to help you in the long run and help your business, truly. Okay, so I'm going to hop out of here, and if everyone can jump on Canva to follow along with me, or we can just do it together. I'm gonna hop out here and let's go to Canva. Can everybody let me know if you can see my screen? Just give me a thumbs up. If we're all here, we can see Canva.
Yeah.
Right, awesome. Thank you, Michael. Okay, so guys, you can go in into Canva, and what you're going to want to do is just go to the home screen, and then you're going to get your best amount of options if you search, if you're a realtor, obviously, real estate listing presentation. And that's what I have up here in the search bar, real estate listing presentation. And it's going to have these these sorts of presentations for you. Some of them do have text, they do have the headings and things like that you can use. Other ones you'd have to completely modify because some of them are specific, photocentric real estate listing, you have to change those. But I want to show you what I did with this one in particular, which is the one I had chosen last class, the white geometric. And as you can see here, while I scroll over it, looks entirely different than what you're about to see that I did with it. So what I did was I took my team's already pre-made listing presentation that we have in PDF format, and I made it this way. And I made it this way for a very specific reason that I'm going to touch upon and show you guys. It's a little trick to send these digitally that is not a large PDF file, or to have the client, download this PDF. A lot of people use iPhones. I've been using iPhones since the inception of iPhone, so I don't know how it works on other phones, but when I get a PDF, it's really not simple to save in my phone. And I will say that's a you know, a total problem that Apple needs to discuss and work on, because I don't like that we work with PDFs so often and presentations and whatnot, and it's like saved to files or something odd in my phone, and it's just never easy to get to, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. So this is what mine has turned out like. And I'm just going to go through the slides to show you what I've done with it. This is not my final draft at all. I have to clean it up a lot here, but this is just to go to show you what you can do. This one is a listing presentation. However, I'm going to show you a little buyer's guide that I also put together that's really simple, and it's in a different format. So if you're into the presentation thing, and yes, you can send these digitally in a really cool system. And then I'm going to show you, it's integrated in Canva. I'm going to show you in just a sec. So this is what mine looks like. I have an about us, you know, our accolades and things like that, and then awards where we've been featured, client testimonials. Make sure that you not have just yourself, but also some about your team as well. We know how to get your home sold. This is our approach. These are the 11, you know, steps we take. And then I go ahead and break each of those down in these pages. And then a timeline. And again, I'm going to go in this and flesh it out so that when I do send it, it will look, you know, more polished. But this is just my structure so far. Make sure that, you know, you're letting your client know exactly how you're going to work for them and how you're going to market their home. And then, you know, a nice end page. And that's it. But a really cool thing I wanted to show you is that if you're here and there's an integration called Hazing Mag, and I have it right here, but I need to move this over so I can show it to you. Okay. So what you want to do is you're going to click the share button, right? And then go down to more, and you're going to scroll all the way down to where it says design. You're going to find design right here. And again, I don't know if you guys know of all these integrations and different third-party apps that Canva has within the system that they work with that you can use in so many different ways. So hop in here and take a look at this. We're going to be using these. Just like today, I'm going to show you how to use this one, Hazing Flip Books. Click that and go ahead and say yes, you want all your pages, obviously. It's going to prepare this for you. It's really fast. It is really fast. Oh, thank you, Danielle. Thank you, thank you. I highly suggest you do this. And then once you get your structure of the one, you know, it might be painful to do one. Then all you have to do is just go in there because you have your bones, you've got your skeleton, right? Go in there and then modify it for your buyers, modify it for your leasing clients. Okay, so right when it says your design's been saved, I almost missed this, okay? It's important. Click View in Hazing Flip Books. Again, it's really fast. You don't need to sign up for anything. I haven't, and it works. But if you do register with them, you see it deletes after 1 week. It'll give you this. So if you want to save it and continue to share it with clients, obviously, you know, sign up for this, register with this service. It's really cool. I am going to do that myself because I really like this. Then when you click share, so you're going to see your flip book here. And it's really nice if you have audio up, you can hear it flip the pages so your clients get a really cool experience. You know, it's cute, it's different. I like that. So also I'm always saying it, right? Me and my pink envelopes, doing these sorts of things, be different. Be different. It's how you stand out in real estate. You know, we're all doing the same thing. And yes, there's enough clients out there for everyone, and we all have our different ways of doing business, but it's really important to stand out, and these little things make a difference. It's what people remember you by. Click share right here, and look at all the different options you have. You know how much I love QR codes. So when I saw this, I was all about it. Guys, if you scan this QR code or you just put this QR code in an email and tell your, your buyer to, scan it or save it or whatnot. You're going to always, they're going to be able to refer back to this guide that you've just sent them. You can download it, of course. You can do that straight through Canva if you'd like, PDF style. You can get the link for it. You can save it this way, of course, or you can tiny URL it, whatever you'd like. It's up to you, but you have all these different options and ways in which you can save this PDF, this presentation you've just made. Okay, so getting out of that, still making little noises over here, it's cute. Getting out of that, I wanted to show you guys an additional type of guide that you can send. Let's say you're not into this, long-ish style, and this is 8 pages of content. But if you're not into this and this is not your style and you just can't see yourself doing this, fine, no problem. There's options like such. This is a trifold. I also created this so that you guys could see different options and how you can serve your different types of clients. So maybe you are sitting down with a seller and you are going to be at their home for an hour, and flipping through that Hazing flip book would be, a great part of your presentation. Awesome, right? But let's say you don't do that with your buyers. Let's say you're just you want to keep these in your portfolio. You want to keep these in the pad folio that you walk around with, in your purse, in your briefcase, whatever the case may be. You can have these printed, as you can see over here on the right hand side. I love that Canva does this, by the way. Yes, you can have them printed straight from Canva. They also offer those services too. However, I highly suggest you just download it and go shop around the best price for you. I think Vistaprint has really quick turnaround too, but there's millions of companies you can choose from. This is a different style of presentation, still polished. It still gives off, the same vibe. I have the information and I've got the answers to the questions you're thinking, and I'm here to help you. So, this is geared towards everyone. This is kind of like a general all-purpose little trifold, right? You can stick these in envelopes and send them in the mail. This is a really cute presentation too. You can use it printed via mail or as a handout. You can go door knocking with these, etc. So there's so much you can do. If your brokerage doesn't provide, door hangers or things like that, this is another great option to even leave at stores, at local restaurants. They've got always those little, they're like little clear, holders at the front by the register. Ask them if you can drop some of these. I mean, this is way better than a business card, right? In my opinion. So you don't obviously need to have it this way. I went with a watercolor thing to match this little diagram here, but always have your QR code, always have all your contact information, as mine is here. Always make sure you're compliant. You've got your brokerage there. If you're part of a team, make sure that you shout them out too. You want to look as put together as possible for your clients so that they know that you are the professional and you are providing them with the absolute best that you can. Does anybody have any questions on any of this? Anybody want me to go back into Canva and show you where I found any of the templates? Anything like that? Just please unmute yourself. Anything? No, we're all good. All right, and no one's got anything in the chat. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap up then. Yeah.
Danielle has a question.
Oh, Danielle, yep. Let me see. Where's your question? Yeah. Okay, cool. My QR code leads, that's a good question, because your QR code can lead to everything, right? To anything. Personally, so what I did when I realized that, right, I was putting kind of like QR codes to specific things, like maybe landing pages or whatever. I realized that it's best to put a general QR code that goes to one link that they can just find everything. So if you scan that QR code, it's going to go for me to my Linktree, and on my Linktree you're going to have I think, Danielle, you've seen my Linktree. it'll say, book a chat with Rosie here. If you're a buyer, click here. If you're a seller, click here. And then those links I have in the Linktree, those are specific. So the link for buyers is going to go to obviously like the MLS search page on my website. The link for sellers is going to go to the what's your home value on my website. So I do have, and then the book a chat with Rosie, as you know, goes to the calendar, my Calendly. So you can have links on there for very specific things, but I think your QR code should go to the one main page where whoever is looking for a service or looking to speak with you can make a decision on what link to choose, on what link to click. And so that's my opinion. I would highly suggest you get a Linktree and start doing the same. Linktree is also free. Of course, everything has its, upsell and its upgrade option, but you can definitely get in base level for free on all these platforms. Okay, I hope that helps and answers your question. You're very welcome. As usual, guys, I want to announce that I am available for mentoring. If you want a one-on-one time with me, please reach out. You can reach me everywhere and anywhere. Rosie Sells Miami. This is good for not only new agents, but maybe someone who wants to revamp on their marketing, their branding, more of a deep dive as opposed to what we do here kind of quickly, every Tuesday. We want to respect everyone's time. So I try to get as personal as possible with each of you, that have to ask questions. But if anyone wants a one-on-one specifically, we can do that, no problem. Systems training on everything that I talk most about, like Canva and like ChatGPT and Remine, even for real estate agents, and how you can use that for your business. And next week, we are going to do just that. We're going to do a kind of like a brand audit, a brand revamp. So anyone who's watching this, catching the replay, if you're interested in joining me next week, that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to look at your brand specifically, and I'll just give you a couple of pointers here or there as to how to tweak it, possibly depending on what it is you want to do. Are you looking to elevate your brand, or are you looking for like a full revamp, new look entirely? So sky is the limit, but that's what I'm going to do next week. Anyone who's interested, I'll be here, and I will, if you want to send me your template that you've already got, or any logos you've already got, and I can tweak them with you on screen, or even if it's like, hey, I want you to look at my presentation. What can I do with this presentation? What can I add? What can I change, etc. We can do that, because your branding is it's where it begins, and your marketing is really, really important, because if no one knows you, they cannot use you as their real estate agent, and they cannot tell other people about how wonderful you are. Very smart man, Grant Cardone, has a saying that I live by: if they don't know you, they can't flow you. So think of it that way, right? You got to scream it from the rooftops. And the first thing, best way to do that really is to feel confident in your brand and paste it up everywhere and scream it from everywhere you can. Yes, Linktree. Thank you, Michael. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. I am stuffy. If it sounded like Lent tree, I'm sorry. All right, so I will catch you guys next week, and it was a pleasure chatting with you guys about presentations today. Thanks for joining. See you next week.